This video is brought to you by Osmocote, the Planters plant food.
Hi, I'm Marianne Binetti, and I'm here to teach you a couple of tips about houseplants. Now, if you're a beginning gardener and you have a houseplant like this Kalanchoe, for instance, this is a type of succulent, and this happens, the flowers are faded, the flowers are even a little bit, you can see here it's brown, and you think the plant is dead. Sometimes you get blooming gift plants, as gifts. Well, I want to show you how you can actually divide this plant, have two plants, fertilize, water, and it'll start all over again. So first thing you do, you have a plant like this, and you can tell that it needs dividing if, well, this one's done blooming. If I look in here, it's actually, in many gift plants, this is actually 3 plants in one. So first thing you do is you go ahead and take it out of the pot. Instead of pulling it out, the easy way to do that, massage the plastic pot, then you turn it upside down, and the whole thing comes out. Now you'll be able to see, oh, that's not one plant, that is actually 3 plants. Now instead of pulling it apart, if it falls apart easily, that's good, you can use a root pruning saw like this, or just a serrated bread knife. And you just go in there, and you can see there's 3 stems. So I'm just going to saw right between the plants. There I have 1 plant. Now at this point I'm going to pull off any of these dead flowers and maybe the lowest leaves, so it's easy to work with. And now I'm ready to transplant this into a smaller pot. Before I do that, I need to get potting soil, and I'm going to add the fertilizer to the potting soil before I even put the plant into the potting soil. Now the reason is because I'm using a slow-release plant food. This is called Osmocote, and it is great for indoor or outdoor plants. I'm mixing half a capful into this half-gallon container. How did I know? Because I read the label on the back that said 1 capful for a 1-gallon container. But I'm going to mix this into the soil. Now I'm ready to take this already. The fertilizers work way down into the soil. So now I can go ahead and put this into my smaller pot. So I already have the fertilizer mixed into the potting soil. So now when I add my new plant, I'm going to just take some out so these roots can go right down there. And now I'll put more soil on top to kind of secure the plant. And instead of just sprinkling the fertilizer on the top of the soil, like you'd have to do if the plant was already growing, if you're going to divide and then transplant a plant, you have the opportunity to mix the slow-release plant food into all of the soil so the fertilizer is in contact down here where the roots are. I see another little faded bloom. I'm going to snip this off. And there you have it. Water this in well. There's fertilizer at the roots, and you're going to be seeing more blooms coming around on this Kalanchoe. This has been Marianne Binetti with easy answers for great gardens.